Uh, Hello everyone. This is Floxcat. Yeah, it's about time I rip off this band-aid. Yes, I'm saying that in a weird way. Oh boy. Alright, I gotta get this done. So, anyways, hello everyone, this is Floxcat, and welcome back to another explained video of Mandela catalogs. Okay, I got to level with you guys. I literally struggled on even if I wanted to make this video. Don't worry, it's not because I don't hate the series, and even then, I love the series. The reason why is literally in the description, because if you guys have seen my reaction video, you know how completely destroyed I was with the Mandela catalogs with the recent episode. Hence why I had to take a freaking week break. And I say that because I actually looked at the how many days it's been since the video was released. It's actually been 7, so I actually took a week off from that video. But like I did, and like I said, and like I promised, I am going to do a review and kind of do an explanation of the video. Also, I'll send a link down in the description below of another explained video trying to explain the whole situation. Please note that mine is going to be a little bit different, considering that there's a lot of things along with it. Because, my major thought with this, but I did come across with some things that might be interesting to be noted and how things are very well done. So let's talk about Mandela Catalog Volume 2, and let's explain what we just saw. Now, before we kind of get into this, as you guys may know, this is quite a different format that I usually do my explain videos with. The reason why is really, to be honest, there are a few things that are pretty good. Some of them are kind of Easter egg kind of things. But generally, for the most part, this story is pretty easy. In fact, I barely am going to show the video itself, even though I have it on my freaking Switch right now, ready to show up whenever I do need to pull out something. But the main story is actually pretty straightforward and pretty simple. And I will pull out a few things as least. So, first off and foremost, what is the story behind this version of Mandela Catalog? Well, for those who haven't seen the last video of my explained video, to make a long story short, the video it revolves around ghost hunters, primarily known as Adam and John, which are labeled Victim 3 and Victim 4 respectively. These are the same people who are wanted by the FBI, no surprise, as you may remember my review. And pretty much how the tweets already hinted at, there they did have a lot of very interesting things to go by and why they were wanted from the FBI. And pretty much one of the things kind of confirms my theory on why they're wanted by the FBI, being that it's because they are literally investigating these ghosts and they are creating conspiracy theories around it. In fact, here's a perfect example of that theory right now.
And who's to say that she's not even crazy? Who's to say she's not as high as I'm going to be in 30 minutes? I would hope us, because the last thing I need is getting a weird house call from a stoned lady about a dead cat, and then there be nothing now. Nothing now. Right? Half of me thinks that there aren't even alternates, and the mayor was just too stupid to just make that entire infographic.
So yeah, they even question the government and their mayor and all that. Now, there are some notes about that, the way it was said. Most people were saying about how the alterates were, how the alterate was, how they said that the government was too stupid on making that infographic. First of all, foremost, as like the other video that will be in the description down below, because I actually see it very valuable for a couple of reasons. As you guys know, my theory is I don't believe that, like, I do believe these are apparitions, but I highly, and I do mean highly doubt that this is literally, like, I don't think these things came from the beginning of life in very interesting ways. In fact, I do have a new theory on a explanation theory on why we started seeing those those videos of those holy people, thanks to another fairy video, because now I kind of see what's been going on. The reason why I'm questioning the wording is because it could either mean A, the old, way old, back in the 2000 blah blah blah, well, not 2000 but the 19 blah blah blah, I think this uh I'd say 90s, to be honest. I forgot how old that was. But they might be referring to that. But they also might be referring, because due to the time day, as you may tell, this is now in modern time, but it's in 2009. And by the way, just a shout out, this video was good on making it feel like it was found from 2009 due to the way it was recorded and acted and portrayed. It was really good. But the reason why I'm saying that is since we're in a new era, and even beforehand, there was obviously going to be new videos of the Mandela Catalog. It's heavily applied that it could be meaning a brand new, uh, um, what you call it, the brand new commercial on that thing. Because at this point, even the government may have noticed about because the government still knew about the whole training thing. They even trained their officers not to help people with that thing. So they obviously know something. I would think they make up those. I do think they did make up those things to try to help people and show, hey, to cover up their butts for doing that. But it's now becoming a theory where it might have been the alternates making up those videos, but I highly doubt it. Like, there is one thing that I do agree they may make up, but the others I highly doubt. I highly doubt it because we have seen, even like in Local 58, that the government could be lying to you. So it could be plausible that I still believe that the government has some involvement. Again, this just confirms my theory that the government may be behind most of this. Might be like, because I theorize that the alternate might be just government stuff, like fucking SCP Foundation and Men in Black kind of thing. Who knows? Maybe I could be wrong, because it is now, like I said, I will accept if I'm wrong, because it is starting to look like it might be the case. But there are some other theories we can go. But to make a long story short, this is taking place in winter in 2009, on winter break. Even though I don't know why they'll be on winter break if they're wanted. That's actually a red flag. Pretty much they get a call from a woman who's claiming she's hearing a cat. Now, it's unknown if this woman is real or not, to say the least, but she's thinking that there is a haunted cat of her dead cat. And I do believe it might be a real person. I mean, it could be an alternate as well, which makes sense. Well, I mean, I'm still debating on that as well, because the way it looks, it could be possible a alternate. I mean, I don't know. But I do think it was suspicious as hell, because the woman is like, oh, by the way, I'm going to pay you $500 a night. Who even makes that money? But either way, they're coming in there. We all know what's going to happen. They're both going to somewhat die in very interesting ways. Oh, boy. And we'll get to that in a bit, to say the least. And that's when things start getting interesting, to say the least, because after a while, they finally get to the house, and nothing too major. Is just what you expect from the alternates. They pop out of nowhere. We get to see another alternate jump scare, which I'm not going to show. Then we get to the scene that broke me, and I'm actually just going to try to play all of it as best as I can. Please note that it is kind of emotional, just to give a warning. But at this point, you came here with as this is a dark series, so what you expect. But this is just a fair warning. It will get dark, so here it is.
Don't. Just don't, okay? Please. Oh, so now you're taking this serious. Dude, I don't know what you want from me. I'm as serious now as I've ever been. This whole time, huh? So you fucking with me with you being serious? I get that I screw around sometimes, okay? But that's just what I do. Well, maybe it shouldn't be. Look, man, I'm just devastated that I'm not as broken as you still are with everything that's happened, and I'm sorry that I can't keep helping you carry this burden. What does that have to do with anything? I'm reaching my fucking limit here. These things have taken so much away from us, yet you still run to them every chance you get. No, I fucking listen to me. You're not invincible, okay? I know you thought that when we started doing these fucking death marches, and nothing happened, and I get it, but this right here is real, and you should know that more than anybody. What's that even supposed to mean? I wish we never looked for your because she is dead and gone, and we were never gonna get her back. What did you just fucking say to me? And I'm sorry that these are the lives that we lead today, but Adam, if you walked down those stairs, you'd be joining her. And if by some miracle you come back out, I don't think you'd be yourself. And I'm telling you right now that I won't be here to confirm that. Well, then just fucking leave then! Please!
Nobody's coming to help you. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, it was emotional. Ah, God, I even feel bad from reacting. Sorry about that. Oh boy. Okay, so ooh, ee, ah, sound like those weird voices you hear from freaking. I don't know if I know that's right. All right, so let me kind of back up and explain. But like I said, it's pretty easy because holy crap. But what's interesting is this might explain a few things because remember, I've been paying attention a lot of the details of this thing, and I even pointed out in my live stream. Alright, so let me try to explain what the F week has happened, or what the little flippy fuck we just saw. Alright, so pretty much what ended up happening was, like I said, it's just the alternate giving an FU to them, be like, yeah, I'm an alternate in bunch of houses stuff. Is what you expect. jump scare, blah blah. But then things start getting very heated up and emotional. Now, there is one big disagreement I do have of the Fury video. I have delete in the description down below. But obviously, you already know I have a little bit of different theory of the whole But there is one major different. One thing I do have to get out that I disagree on, and that is the fact that he said that Adam already turned into an alternate during when Jonathan was trying to talk to Adam. No, it was not. I would definitely disagree with it because of the tension. Who knows? Maybe he was wrong. I don't know. But, well, maybe I was wrong. Who knows? But I definitely, the way it sounded, no. I highly doubt it was. The reason why I say that is, as you guys probably heard for the hint at, which, it's a good joke that they blur it out. One of his loved one, the reason why they were doing all this in the first place and why they were getting already, all this stuff was because Adam lost someone. In fact, when he found out that this was a freaking God damn it. I remember this. Oh my god, hold on. I just gotta think this. Alter it. There we go. Sorry, I had to really think of that. Alter it. Because, again, this whole thing sounds suspicious as F. And going back to what I was theorizing before with the woman being real and not an alternate herself, may have been because she also may have died. I mean, it could also mean that it's also an alternate and the alternate may have taken the body. But I'll get to that and the reason why a bit and why that is actually also, no matter whose side you agree on, it is an important fact. Which would also explain nothing is worth the risk on Wall. It wasn't Adam who put that there. The reason why I say that is he was willing to, do a death march, jokingly speaking, to see this thing because he found out what freaking, god damn it, I keep forgetting, alternate it was. Now, backing up for a bit, and unfortunately I don't have the photo because I had to delete it. If you guys remember from my last video, I showcased a brand new thing that freaking Alex, the creator who made Mandela Catalogue, have a new description of the new alternates. And the two major ones that are known is a tulip and a mimic. That's brand new ones. They also confirmed what the reactive one was called. I don't know, I gotta pull that up to figure out. But this was a mimic. And the reason why was it was known to mimic objects and stuff. Though, let's be real, I highly doubt a cat counts as an object. It's a living being. But you get the whole ordeal. And plus, also, it was blurred out, so that may have been the reason. He was looking for that specific thing, and I think, and I truly, hardly, even though I wouldn't care if it wasn't, I truly, hardly think that he was looking for his mother. Which is why it hit so home to me, by the way, because, I already explained it. Now, you might be wondering, Floxcat, why do you think that way? Well, the major thing is the alternate itself in the television. We have seen that television multiple times, and we've seen the person or the alternate before. We even see him at the front. Let me see if I can pull it up right now. We even see him at the front, in Intruder Alert. And let me pull it up real quick of the demographic. Although I'm probably not have to switch it out a little bit to make sure it's not very mad, because I think people are getting cracked down on the whole thing here. I'll explain. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm brave, boy. But anyways, the reason why is, if you remember this dialogue, and if you remembered, it said that the mimic was literally kidnapping kids. Like, literally, let me try to pull this out. Emergency alert. Through the television. And I'm trying to pull it up as fast as I can. And the reason why I say that, if you start to now pull the connection, here it is, which, has gone missing not confirmed dead, even though, yes, it does show a coffin, but have gone missing. Now, I could be wrong with that theory a little bit because, again, I'm just comparing it with the other mimic. There could be two mimics that use the same guy as their face. I mean, at this point, we don't even know if the voice behind the guy, which we'll talk about later, was literally Jay himself, if you know what I mean, who I'm referring to Jay as. You know, Gabriel. But still, the major point is, even if my thing was correct, was wrong, the major thing is, and my theory is, this is connected to that because Adam wanted to see his mom again. He was willing to die to see her, and he wanted answers. He didn't care if nothing was worth the risk, because it was worth the risk, because he wanted answers on why his mother had to go through there. And he was like, and that's a big thing, because I feel like a lot of theorists are missing the point. When he said, I did the right thing, he wasn't like, oh shit, I thought I did the right thing. No, he wasn't. He was like, damn, confirmed, yeah, I did the right thing. I don't care if I'm going to die now. I just want answers. And to make a long story short, through that, he was reunited by his mom, and I guess he realized he was reunited because he also did a death march and blah, 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 if you know what I mean. Damn. You guys see why that was emotional. Then it gets even worse, jokingly speaking, because, yeah, it turned out Gareth kept his promise because he was hecka dodge. And, okay, I'm going to admit, obviously he probably died, but I highly doubt it due to two reasons. Mostly because the big reason is that he was affected with the MAD syndrome. Now, for those who don't remember, MAD syndrome is just the syndrome that these motherfucking alternates give to people and make them go cuckoo. That's why it's also abbreviated as MAD. But what's interesting is the reason why is if he really did die in that car thing, I mean, I still don't think he fully did, because it does sound like, because many people think that part is literally the part being, you know, he was being attacked. But the reason why I don't think that is, A, that would contradict their own theory, because frickin' Jay give the other Joseph the whole thing of him being infected by MAD and how he was able to, you know, take over the whole thing, blah, blah. So we have seen, if this whole thing is true, that MAD doesn't kill the patient, but also B, it has been confirmed that there are survival rates. So pretty much Joseph may have been, I mean, there's other ways. I do think he could have also died, but my theory is I don't think he died from the altar. I think later on it was cut away, and he may have did that, just saying. But who knows? But they're both are victims, and remember, victim doesn't mean game over. It means you probably lost a life sometimes. Just saying, depending on the person. But yeah, it's pretty much a simple, straightforward story, and to make a long story short, yeah, that's kind of also why I had trouble doing that. To make a long story short, I do theorize it's connected to the emergency alert system, you know, or it was called the intruder alert to be exact. And it does explain a lot. It explains why there was victim 3 and 4. It could be the fact that house may have been, and I do theorize this, I think the house was the same house that the other two, Mark and died in as well, jokingly speaking. So there might be an actual mimic living in their home, killing people. Hence the whole point of literally victim 3 and 4, because that was a huge time stump. Because again, we mentioned about the other girl dying, and there was a bunch of more people dying. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's still a mystery, because the real mystery is who's uploading these and who's really looking into this. I don't know. But yeah, that's the major story. But there are a few extra things we need to know. The biggest one, as you may also notice, is the free. Now, originally I thought it was just an error code thing, but someone in my live stream, which I want to give a little bit of shout out to, but I forgot his name, but still, thank you for the person who noticed it. But it's actually just a reference to the number of the beast, 666, because, 3 times 2 is 6, which led to a theory that there could be 2 Satans. But again, I'm not very well with the theory of this being whole religion. So this goes to the second theory thing that caught my attention, being the whole thing when we got a reference to the atom thing, from that old cartoon thing. That again, I really want to know. Someone please in the comment section below tell me what those cartoons were. Because if there was an iceberg, this probably needs a new iceberg itself. But come on now, what are these cartoons? Because it looks weird, and like I said, I would react to them if they're not copyrighted. But still, I want to know. But the reason why I say that is, what if the alterates themselves are faking the fact that they may have existed from there, like from that time period? Now, I will admit, it's now looking more towards the fact that they are, in fact, really came from that time period because of how this video was played out. But again, I'm still holding that string because literally there's no solution whatsoever I could truly see unless there's actual guaranteed proof. Unless they actually show Jay, aka Gabriel, in real life without any fakeness, then I won't truly believe that then I will believe that this came from the future, and it turns out they really did overthrow the freaking God Christianity system and fuck things to hell. That's all I'm saying. But this does back up the fact that most people are now starting to realize is also the government, no matter which side they are into this theory zone, they definitely aren't doing a good job, to say the least. But who knows? Because again, it could go one way, it could be the other. The theory of it might be actually part of the whole fact that Christianity was overthrown and now these alternates are taking over. More likely, I still believe that the government is making all this thing up in this series because who knows? I'm just holding up that theory. But again, this video is more towards explain as thing. And before I end it off, a lot of you guys might be still wondering, Foxcat, why I'm so... first of all and foremost, before I say anything, again, I love the series. I mean, why do you think I'm still doing a video of it? I still love the series. I even praise it, and I still do. The reason why this is probably the best one yet is because it hit an emotional level that I could understand. Like I said before in the live stream, which I will link down in the description while I watch my full reaction because it's pretty funny. Losing a loved one, even if it's not a mom, is very hard. And knowing that they use psychological warfare like that, it's kind of effed up. So, and I would be the same thing. I would want to see my mom again. And that's why I'm not saying that was a bad move. That was a smart move, actually. It was positive. I give praises to this creator. Because, dang, he's getting way dark and way creative with this thing. But again, that's my whole theory on this episode of the Mandela Catalogs. One more thing, as you may notice from the title card, he did post it out that there's more episodes. I didn't really cut it too much. It just looked gibberish and just showing that, there's more episodes to come, of course, for the second season of this because, reasons. How it will go, I don't know. He said that it will take time, which makes sense. So I'll just hold off. But yeah, I guess the answer is the title of this video. It is worth the risk. I don't know. Anyways, this has been Foxcat. I'm snapping out of here. Definitely bye. Holy crap, I definitely did a rest. Holy crap. This, oh boy. It hit home. Holy crap.